ain't gonna chew none. You're standing on the Headlock Ranch. For 1,000 miles, as far as you can see, to the east, to the west, the north and south, all this property belongs to me, nobody else. This is my only sanction, my only haven away from the National Wrestling Alliance. All the rats, Eddie Graham, George Scott, Jimmy Crockett, the whole pack of you. You have no business here, and anybody comes down that road, they better have business with me. I'll tell you something, with all the rule changes and things like that, I don't know. Maybe I was born 100 years too late. When a man has trouble with another man down here, he settles it man on man, one on one, any way possible, and winner take all. I can't cope with all this executives, administrative, these suspensions and all these things and problems I don't understand. I don't know what you mean, I don't know what you're talking about. But I can tell you one thing. I've got to get my head together, and I've got to get my stuff together right now. I'm down here on my ranch. I'm working with the boys. I'm doing some riding. I'm just doing a little bit of relaxation. But don't you think for 1 second that Blackjack Mulligan's quit or gave up. Very shortly, I'm leaving on a world tour. I'm going to every corner of the earth. I'm going to search out, and I'm going to find if I have to compromise with the sport of wrestling. I'm going to find out for once and for all and for sure what I'm doing wrong. The exiled champion's going to be back, believe me. I may find it in Siberia, I may find it in Hong Kong, wherever the problem is, wherever it is, I'm going to solve it, and I'm going to be back. There's one thing for certain, George Scott. You're going to have to reckon with me sooner or later, and it'll be very shortly, because the champion is coming back to reclaim his crown. It won't be very long from now either, I'll tell you that much. Holy smokes. Hi, Nelson. Just cut it there, Jack. Yeah.
No, you're good now.
Got you on my place now. You're in Eagle Pass, Texas, as far as you can see either way. East, west, north, or south. You're on the Headlock Ranch, brother. I'm going to tell you something. The National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, George Scott, Eddie Graham, you got no business down here. I'm down here getting my head together. I'm trying to figure out why the legend has fallen, why the U.S. title is not still mine. Everybody knows I was cheated like a dirty rat. The title was taken from me, and everybody knows there's not a man alive that can beat me. I don't know, maybe I was born 100 years too late or something, but down here where I come from, a man has a problem with another man, kind of settles it man on his own. Winner take all, you understand what I'm saying? Nobody running crying to the alliance, nobody complaining, going behind your back and taking things away from you. A man owns what he can keep down this part of the country. You understand what I'm saying? Very shortly, I'm leaving on a world tour. Somewhere in the four corners of this earth, there's an answer for Blackjack Mulligan. It may be in Japan, it may be in Singapore, it may be in Russia. But you can bet your money and you can count on one thing, brother. I'm going to find that answer, and if I have to compromise with the sport of wrestling, if I have to start abiding by the rules of wrestling, it's exactly what I'm going to do. But you can count on one thing. The exiled king, the champion, I'm not going to say former champion because there's no former to it. Because that belt belongs to me and everybody knows it. Easy there, Spook. The exiled champion's going to be back. I'm coming to get what's rightfully mine. I'm going to be riding out of here very shortly. And George Scott, you're going to have to reckon with me, and the whole National Wrestling Alliance is. And you can believe one thing. When I do return, the skies are going to turn dark, and it's going to rain for 20 and 30 days till that belt of mine returns to its owner.